India faces an unprecedented threat to its exports as the United States moves to impose a staggering 50% tariff, an economic blow that could define careers, industries, and futures. India's top diplomat, External Affairs Minister Subrahmanyam Jaishankar, told reporters in New Delhi that trade talks with Washington are still underway, but New Delhi has clear red lines it refuses to cross. He singled out protections for the livelihoods of millions of farmers and small-scale producers, the backbone of India's rural economy. The backdrop to this standoff is the U.S. decision to levy higher duties on Indian goods. A 25% tariff took effect earlier this month, and an additional 25% is set to hit on August 27th. These levies rank among the steepest ever imposed by Washington on a trading partner, affecting everything from textiles and engineering parts to jewelry and seafood. For example, a shipment worth $100 now costs $125 at the U.S. border. After the second 25% kicks in, that same cargo will cost $156.25. A planned visit by U.S. trade negotiators, originally scheduled for August 25th to 29th, has been abruptly canceled, dashing hopes that these extra duties might be rolled back or postponed. Officials say discussions continue through other channels, but no new date has been set, leaving exporters and farmers in limbo. This breakdown was hardly a surprise. Earlier this year, talks collapsed when India refused to open its vast agricultural and dairy markets, sensitive sectors that support millions of smallholder farmers and ensure domestic food security. Those 5 rounds of negotiations failed to resolve key issues, even though bilateral trade between the world's largest and 5th largest economies now tops $190 billion.
Analysts at Capital Economics warn that if the full 50% tariff takes hold and remains in place, India's economic growth could slow by up to 0.8 percentage points in both 2025 and 2026. Over time, punitive duties risk undermining India's appeal as a global manufacturing hub. Imagine setting up a factory only to discover the highway to your market is blocked by tolls far higher than in any competing country. And this is the part most people miss. Jaishankar described U.S. policy announcements under President Donald Trump as highly unusual, noting that no previous U.S. leader has laid out foreign policy decisions so publicly, almost like announcing the next move in a chess match. He also challenged the idea that India alone is being punished for buying Russian oil at deep discounts. Other major buyers, including China and the European Union, trade even more with Russia, yet have not faced similar penalties.
If the issue truly is energy, Jaishankar asked, why single out India when the EU's trade with Russia dwarfs ours? And why apply a standard to us that you refuse to apply to yourselves? Here's a controversial interpretation. Some observers believe these public tariff threats are as much about domestic politics, showing toughness on Russia, as they are about protecting sanctions. Others argue the U.S. is simply using every lever to enforce its stance on any country defying its energy policy. What do you think? Should India soften its stance to ease the tariff burden, or stand firm to defend its farmers and strategic autonomy? Share your views. The debate is just beginning.